Our players are ready. Nardwuar versus Salt, best of 5 getting started here. Losers semis getting down to the wire. Actually, again, I do not know if these players have played together. So I do know, oh wait, actually no, they did, because Salt actually, I remember this at Port Priority, Salt played No Thigh for 3 hours after an early morning pool, because she was in my pool, started at 10 a.m. And then she played No Thigh for the rest of the day until her set against Nardwuar, where I believe it was a 3-0, which was an upset. So we'll see how it's going to go today. See if Nardwuar reviewed the tape or just is going to do basic Nardwuar things, which are extremely strong. My guy is hella practiced. He's kind of terrifying. Okay, right now, looking like it's working so far. Nair out of shield, get that combo, push it all the way to the ledge. Starting off at Merchant Port, by the way. Getting popped up, goes for the dash attack, no punish. F-2 comes through, sending all the way out. There's the eruption, there's the follow-up with the fair. You have all day to confirm that. Nardwuar knows it, and he does confirm it. Run up grab, Salt says it's my turn to play. All right, full hopping, looking for an opportunity to cut in between the moves, all of the get off me tools of this giant elephant. Not able to do it just yet. Sky Scorcher stays safe. Don't forget, by the way, if you guys didn't know, if Lox does his dash attack over the magma pool, he gets an extended hitbox off the magma splash. That's absolutely what happened earlier there, and that kind of set up that pressure situation, which led to that stock getting taken. Nardwuar up 3 stocks to 1 right now at 97%. Definitely able, like, in a bit of a wobbly spot, especially if a couple of fairs could come through, or an empowered up strong that almost connected there, but it didn't fully land, and so Salt's still looking for something here. Tech Chase gonna go in her favor. The up strong does come through this time. Nardwuar still up a stock, but it's Zetterburn, it's Salt, so you never know. You can never feel too safe. 62 up airs in a row. Now we have 56%. Oh wow, yeah. Nardwuar almost had an opportunity for a bear there, but Salt was ready for it. Good job on her. And then the two of them playing very, very safe, getting back to the ledge. Nobody wanting to SD, essentially, to overspending their resources, getting greedy. The shield pressure with the wave shines out of it is definitely eaten up right now to this percent lead. Yeah, there it is. Like I said, it's Salt, it's Zetterburn. My guy can just do stuff like that. Shield pressure, second, well, I don't want to say second to none, but definitely in the higher echelons. All right, push from the ledge, battling out. Lox in the corner, he loves to be there, especially Nardwuar. But we got perfect time shield on that meatball pool, so Salt doesn't get caught up by it too much. Okay, the recovery makes up off of eruption. Salt gives it up for free. That means it's Nardwuar's turn to play. Pushing into the corner, the dash that gets blocked, and thus there goes your turn. It's all over. My guy has the biggest sidestep in the roll dodge in the world, though. Gets out of there. But, oh, Chip's a little bit too low. He ran out of resources. So Salt able to steal that one back after a 3. I mean, that was a reverse 3-stock from Salt. Not easy to do, even against Loxodont, but that second stock went really brutal. All right, game number 2. Where are we going? We got bans on Air Armada, bans on somewhere else. We're going straight to Aetherian Forest. Nardwuar wants, or not Aetherian Forest, sorry, Ho Dojo, which of course is a classic Lox counterpick, but it's also one of Zetter's best and favorite stages. Oh, unfortunately, we held the ledge a little bit too long, so Firelion startup actually going to catch Nardwuar prepping. A couple of back airs, though. That's a lot of percent. We evened it up real quick. Okay, we are holding, we were just like super buffering roll away, which made sense. It led to that opening at the ledge. Oh man, the sidestep on the grab. Wow, that's actually gonna kill. That's crazy. I cannot believe Bear killed there. Salt again, or this time off to a huge start. Considering the comeback that they made last time, that is not what Nardwuar wants to see. Plat drop with the back air, trying to get something opened up here, but Salt never letting these combos build up too much. I think the on-shield game has not been quite up to par for Nardwuar so far. Looked for a mix-up after that F-tilt 1, and Salt read it had the grab instead. You're battling out of the corner of the Nair, not going to quite connect, which means that you're getting eat by these giant Zetterburn hitboxes. Powered up strong, not going to kill just yet on a Loxodont, but at 98%, we're in a pretty tough way. Battling out of the corner, this is a familiar sight, but there comes a parry, and this could be a held up strong, but we held it just a little bit too long, unfortunately. Another opportunity, back air, going to connect with the kill sparks, but perfect DI from Salt. I mean, it was the optimal option, of course. Pity flip there, makes for the wall. Oh, the down air is a little bit too slow. We have no more stacks, so we got no more mix-up juice. But since Salt didn't have any resources either, we are able to make it back to the ledge. Both players at massively high percents right now. Nardwuar definitely wants to clean this one up as soon as possible. But the shine on shield pressure has just been so brutal. And again, when you get shined, you get lit on fire for some reason. Nobody could explain it to me why. Nardwuar looking for something here at 150, 160, even like a decently powered up meatball would actually kill, but the raw upstrong will do it for sure. Down a whole stock, but Salt made this comeback, so let's see if Nardwuar can do it as well. There we go, it's a good opportunity. Unfortunately, I think we missed like a short hop wave dash there. I'm not sure what that was, but we got it back. A couple of throws, couple of grabs, sending them up the steps of Ho Dojo, these platforms. Lox loves to go here for this exact reason. We haven't seen Nardwuar be able to take much advantage of it so far. This time finally is. Makes it to ledge. Oh wow, perfect movement from Salt to get that opening with punish. Going real deep, doesn't want to let Nardwuar have a chance to get those resources on deck, but he makes it back. And there goes the wave shines, running into the corner, goes real deep for a little bit of a dash dance mix up there. Trying to get this stock taken away so we can have that 2-0 lead. Remember, this is best of 5, but not quite able to get it just yet. That falling bear, very, very difficult against Zetterburn in that situation because he dips super low. So he's actually very, very low to hit. The low profile coming through, gets sent all the way out, dipping down to the blast zone. So it's still not quite able to take this stock yet. With the Sky Scorcher, definitely not going to kill my guy out here having a good time, I think. Okay, the step away. F-tilt 2, that might take it. There it is, finally. Finally kills this Lion. But at 171%, I mean, most things will kill, even just a regular F-throw, by the way. That wasn't even empowered. It wasn't even empowered because Zetterburn needs a kill. This character is so cracked. But also, obviously, Salt as his pilot, she just knows what to do. She's put in so much time into this game, and again, like I said, spent a ton of time working on this exact matchup at Port for this exact player rivalry. So that homework still coming through. You getting A's on A's. It's just paying out dividends. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if your homework worked like that. Like if you had a really high score on a piece of homework, your grade just kept going up passively over time. You gotta turn school into a clicker game. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Like let's have a little bit more fun when we're learning. Like let's get that percent clocked up as best we can. Anyway, game 3, we're on Godai. Classic scenes here. Nardwuar battling from under a low plat where he likes to be, where he feels safe. Goes for a stampede after the throw there. I think maybe was looking for like a hold down type of situation, but doesn't connect. They're about even percents here. Kind of battling it out in the corner. He hold out on the Nair. No follow-up, no fair. Oh, there's the parry. This is the thing. If you can get those parries on the shield pressure out of Dare, then you can definitely kill this Lion almost for free. Double fair. There they go. Oh, wow. The run-up parry. Loxes do definitely be doing it, and I think it's kind of a go-to for Nardwuar, is like to expect, especially from Zetterburn, like that approaching fireball, you know, it's like laser basically. But honestly, Salt not really throwing a ton of fireballs. I wonder why. Maybe because she just expects Nardwuar to be ready for it, which to be fair, I think he's done a good job demonstrating that he is. That being said, he went for a crazy offstage situation. I think wanted the dare there, but for some reason didn't pull the trigger and then got caught going for the Sky Scorcher. So Salt does even up the stocks, but at 72%, at a rough spot. Stampede catches at the ledge for the second time and leads to another big opening. That's what happened last time too. Yeah, we got that DI. Not quite perfect there, so you're unfortunately losing that stock. Salt battling from a stock deficit, but we've seen it before. Will we see it again? Up throw to up throw. Why can he do that? I don't know. Fire line into the wall. That means an unfortunate SD is going to close out game 3. Nardwuar gets one on the board. We'll see. Those adjustments are coming through little by little. Getting parries on that shield pressure definitely either will make Salt think twice or just cost her stocks, right? So if she wants to keep going for the same type of pressure, then that gives Nardwuar more opportunities. But every time he misses, man, like if you get caught trying to parry Zetter's shine pressure and don't, like, it can be so brutal. Oh, interesting. Salt taking Nardwuar to Fire Capital. I think most people would advise against this. Typically, like, Lox likes having all this space, but I think Salt wants to not be off stage quite as often. So if that is the case, then that makes a ton of sense, right? Like, if she just wants to use all these platforms and all the actual stage itself to get that percent climbing and to avoid edge guard situations, then that makes a ton of sense. What do you mean with that fair? That was crazy. The first hit of fair, fully beating at a diagonal angle up strong. That's so bonkers. The eruption combos, man, I cannot believe Nardwuar was able to hit that to clean up that stock. Almost, I mean, frankly, kind of steal it, to be honest. That was a pretty impressive stock steal, but of course, Zetterburn, the confirmed king, Salt able to clean that one up as well. So now we just 2 stocks apiece here on game 4. Fire Capital, hella coming into play, to be honest. Okay, there it is, the eruption with the dare. But we have those techs on deck. Okay, get out of here. I got a fair. It's huge. You can't contest it. There's the parry. Yeah, these parries are coming in, and it's really critical. But we were caught just pressing buttons at the ledge there. Of course, it is Lox. My guy does want to swing. And unfortunately, you know, because his axe is so huge, sometimes he has to make decisions before, you know, it's guaranteed that they're ever going to connect. Speaking of the connection, that one does. It's a big old tusk straight to the ceiling. I think, I don't know if there was a DI. I guess Trevor said there might have been a DI you could have lived. Who knows? But Nardwuar making sure that Salt doesn't think that she can live anything at this point. He is on a tear right now. Wow, that caught the shine, maybe like a pixel away from the shine release. The cannonball actually sending Nardwuar to his doom, and instead he's still alive. Aerial stampede to get out of there. Salt looks at him like, what the heck are you doing, dog? Making it back to the ledge. There's some fireballs this time. Okay, arms attack back to the corner. She's just looking for something clean, and she finally finds it. That fair gonna seal the stock here. Nardwuar on his last stock, potentially could be a game 5, could be going out here at losers semis. I mean, a commendable victory, but of course everybody wants more. Jabs him to the corner, sends him off stage, but doesn't want to get greedy, doesn't push too far. There's the stampede and the dunk gonna come through, and Nardwuar able to hang on, taking game 4, bringing us to a game 5 situation. Bans coming through. No harbor, no rock wall. Instead, yeah, they say any port in a storm. No harbors though. No harbors in a storm. And so for the storm that is this game 5 between these 2 incredible players, we are going to Merchant Port. Oh, people are popping the hell off over there. Something's going on. Tech chase doesn't quite connect, but the follow-up does. Dropping low. Salt maintains the pressure into the corner. We are pressing so many buttons, all connecting. 57% on Nardwuar. Goes for a pivot grab, but Salt's still in the air with those big old claws out. That giant trapezoid of death with the pop-up, especially at this percent. Down air so brutal. Gets a grab off of that bounce. Yo, down tilt is so extremely strong for Loxodon. We floor hug that fireball and hit the dash attack, which is a crazy combo move at these percents. There we go, another one. If you fireline at the ledge, my guy will do an invincible eruption and kill you, and it is ridiculous, but it is true. It is a thing he can do. The mix-ups on that whiff grab, that was crazy. Salt evening things up. All right, This is Merchant Port. We got plenty of platforms and plenty of stage. We got plenty of blast zone to the side and to the top. We got plenty of everything. We got plenty of hot set action on the screen for you. One more game. That's what they said. They said one more. Just give me that game 5. Meatball gonna beat out the fireball there. A couple of dash attacks, maybe a third one. Couldn't quite connect it though. This time we get to the ledge. I'm really afraid of Salt going for those fire lines at that downward diagonal angle because it can be unforgiving sometimes. We don't tech that. That means we're hitting fairs, getting eaten up. We spend the double jump. I think was trying to see if Salt would flinch, but they don't. In fact, she's really just not even challenging him on Sky Scorcher, which I totally get. Because sometimes Lox can hit you with that and then get an actual combo off of it. An incredible Fire Slam edge cancel, though, from Salt, able to get out of that sort of a bit of a tough situation there. See, there we go. I'm talking about that. Those Sky Scorchers will catch you, you know what I'm saying? Ledge drop fair. Sends in Trevor direction. We hold the ledge. Salt now, after being up 2 games, is on their final stock here at 149%. Not like Nardwuar's in a great position either. Empty land, but we don't quite pick an option. And instead, we get caught on the way out. Set straight to the blast zone. The rain is falling, though. Again, fitting for Washington. Everyone's out here working on these thematics, but Salt working on neutral. The up throw, we get or a couple of those in a row. Up to extra percent. Stampede gonna catch the down air. We going for the scams. Oh, but we landed on stage. Probably not what Nardwuar wanted there. No signs of slowing down, though. Everyone has plenty of space, not really using it. We're just kind of going in and out. Salt really not giving Nardwuar a lot of time to camp out. We hold out on fair. We don't want to get hit by 2 of them. Invincible in there from the ledge, though. That's going to catch. Reaches out. Oh, gambles on F-tilt 2. Fire Slam, also a gamble. I think both players getting a little excited here. Sometimes that's what you do, though. Like these top players, they start spending the weird options at the end. It's like, oh, why would you do that? I don't know, but it might have worked. Speaking of, we hold down, we get caught, down air. We got the perfect DI, stay on the stage. Fair, almost gonna kill. Very, very close at this point. We got the perfect timing there, and we get the tech chase up strong. Salt going to take it 3-2 over Evil Nardwuar in a crazy game 5 set, man. That was super close. Especially, I mean, again, this is a run back. This is a run back from Port. Like it was pretty brutal at Port. So GG's to Nardwuar, bowing out at 4th place, or no, 5th place. What's that? No, yeah, 4th place.